Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Oh my God, grab your drink, pull up a chair, and get comfortable because the tea I am about to spill is hotter than a McDonald's apple pie fresh out of the fryer and infinitely more toxic. You are not going to believe the absolute level of pettiness, power tripping, and sheer lunacy I have been dealing with on Reddit for the past week. You know how I've been obsessed with that subreddit r/fastfood? Yeah, the one with like 250,000 people. It's supposed to be this haven for greasy goodness. And honestly, for a long time, it was a mess. For years, the place was run by this notorious mod named Blankverse, total dictator. I'm talking Kim Jong-un levels of control over burger discussions. But then about 8 months ago, hallelujah, the tyrant quit. A new team of mods came in promising a renaissance. So I thought, perfect, this is my time to shine. I decided to start this massive project, a daily series called the Daily Fast Food Review. I set rules for myself, a different chain every single day. No duplicates. I was scouring the earth, finding regional chains, mom-and-pop drive-thrus, everything. I was putting in the work. And I did it every single day for 3 months straight. I was writing detailed, thoughtful reviews. The community fell in love with it. It became a staple. People were actually coming to the sub just to see what I was reviewing. I was approaching day 100. I had the champagne ready. So picture this, I'm on day 96. I've got my review typed up, ready to go. I hit submit. I go to check the new queue to see it pop up, and it's not there. I hit submit on day 96 of my fast food review series, check the queue, and it's not there. Weird, right? Reddit servers are held together by duct tape and prayers. So I wait. Day 97, I post the next one. Nothing. Day 98, day 99, I'm posting into the void. I check from a logged out browser and guess what? The posts are gone, removed, instantly, no notification, no mod mail saying, hey, you broke rule 4, just silent stealth deletion. After 95 days of carrying the content on that sub, the mods just decided to silently gag me right before the finish line. I was fuming, it's the disrespect. And then, oh, this is where it gets juicy, the community noticed. I didn't even have to say anything. The silence was deafening. Yesterday, this user, bless their heart, posts a thread. Their name is Yum. Yes, you heard me. Yum became the voice of the revolution. They posted a thread titled, Why Are You Pale? Links 328's daily reviews banned. It was polite. They just asked why my posts were being deleted after 100 days of faithful content. And girl, the comments section passed the vibe check. It went off. People were dragging the mods, calling the sub pathetic, saying my reviews were the only good content left. Someone even speculated, and I laughed out loud. Maybe he never puts a lid on his drinks and the mods are big lid advocates. So I decided to make an appearance. I popped into the comments section of Yum's post. I kept it cool. I just said, pretty much yeah, Reddit mods on a power trip. We'll see how fast this comment gets deleted. I'm not banned yet, they're just quietly silencing me. After the mods stealth banned my daily reviews, I commented on the thread asking why, explaining that I was being silenced. I decided to take my business elsewhere. I found this smaller, dusty little subreddit called r/fastfoodreview. It's got a fraction of the users, basically a ghost town, but hey, at least they aren't running a dictatorship. I dumped days 96 through 101 over there. I left a comment on the new sub explaining the situation, saying, apparently one of the god mods doesn't like me. It's always some faceless person behind a keyboard who thinks because they have a remove button, they're the CEO of the internet. I wrote this whole thing about how I recognize Reddit isn't a democracy. It's a series of little fiefdoms. If the Lord of the Burger fiefdom wants to behead the court jester, he can. I said, I'm not playing games with some unnamed mod throwing an infantile hissy fit. I thought that was the end of it. I thought I'd just live in exile in the smaller sub, and the main sub would go back to being boring corporate advertisements for the slop of the week. But oh no, the mods of r/fastfood weren't done. They couldn't just let Yum ask a question. They couldn't just let the people vent. I refreshed the page later that afternoon to check on my defender, Yum, and the post had been updated. The update read, updates, never mind, got banned. They banned him. They banned the guy for asking why. Can you believe that? A user with a name like Yum, who was just trying to support quality content, got the ban hammer dropped on his head just for questioning the regime. And then moments later, poof, the entire thread was nuked, deleted, scrubbed from existence. The mods were cleaning up the crime scene. They wanted no record of the descent. It's like the spirit of the old tyrant possessed the new mods. They promised a fresh start, and the second someone creates something that isn't a press release for Taco Bell, they panic and shut it down. I'm honestly baffled by the psychology. Why wait until day 96? If you hated my reviews, delete them on day 1. But to let me build this following, to let me put in 3 months of daily work and then just silently cut the cord right before the century mark, that is a special kind of malicious. So now I'm a refugee. I'm the fast food man in exile. I'm posting my reviews to the void in the smaller sub, but I have screenshots. Oh yes, I have receipts. Another user screenshotted the whole thread before the mods wiped it. They can try to erase history, but the internet never forgets. It's just so disappointing. You try to create something fun and people with a tiny sliver of internet power just have to ruin it. Anyway, I'm done with them. But mark my words, that sub is going to implode. Now pass me that menu. I need to review this croissant and I'm going to post it where I'm appreciated.